I wish a sis would. New episode every Tuesday.
Well, welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Wish a Sis Would. Well, we here. That's what I'm gonna speak for everybody today. We're here, okay? No, I'm like,
No, she is speaking for everybody. We are here. Like, I have no words for this past week.
y'all, it's really been a week. Like, oh my god, like my flesh. I'm really trying to calm down because my inner side is just screaming. Like,
I drink an energy drink, so I'm really jittery.
you're jittery today.
Yeah, energy drinks don't do well for me, but I was sleepy, so I had to do something.
I took a nap before I came. Tried to anyway.
I wish. I was diagnosed with sleep apnea, so we didn't figure out why I'm always so tired. So
When was you diagnosed with sleep apnea?
today I got my results.
Oh,
You were?
Yeah. So what last?
is that why I'm always tired? Like
You could be. So last week I had to do a sleep study. It was at home sleep study, which was kind of cool. And I connected all these wires to my body, and I
I
went
know
to
that would
sleep.
give me anxiety.
And I mean, it's not bad. I mean,
Cause
the
you
thing-
can't. I'm a stomach sleeper. You can't sleep.
She said sleep however you're supposed to sleep.
"Oh shit."
Oh.
And it wasn't so. Because the thing is like when you do it, you have to like tape all these things to your body because they know that it's gonna move.
Mhm.
But I had like the only thing that bothered me was a little oxygen thingy that was in my nose. That bothered me.
Right.
But other than that, everything else was cool. There was like a little finger cuff thing that you put on your fingers. And then you have this little thing that wraps around your chest, and then you have this tube that goes into your nose.
I really need to look into getting that done.
And so I did a sleep study, and I got my results back today, and I have sleep apnea. So I thought sleep apnea was for like people in the military, and I thought it was like, I don't know, I low key thought it was a death wish, but it's not. The doctor that I saw was very nice. She did break everything down to me, and
Yes.
it's actually very healthy. It's actually very common that also have sleep apnea. 1 in 4 people have sleep apnea.
I probably have it.
I probably
to be
have
So
honest.
they said
I
that
nap
something
a
about
lot.
So
like,
look, where's the other?
So
So we
okay.
said 1 in 4.
yeah.
So
Can we break it-
where's the
okay.
other 9 people?
Can we
Because
just break it down, like what it actually is?
Yeah, so sleep apnea is when
you stop breathing in your sleep, right?
You do. So, but it's not necessarily your body not breathing in a sleep. What ends up happening is your throat ends up closing. So, of course, your throat has throat muscles. They're natural when you're awake because your body knows to keep them open.
Mhm.
When you go to sleep, your brain's supposed to stop as well.
Mhm.
And when your brain stops functioning while you sleep, your muscles in your throat relax. And when it relaxes, they kind of go inward like this. And so then it kind of falls into like your esophagus and your voice notes and all that stuff. And when it does that, your tongue relaxes as well, and then you end up stop breathing. And so if you snore, or like if you wake up with like a dry throat, or if you have really bad allergies in the morning or things like that, but you're not prone for allergies, 9 times out of 10, it's because you're a mouth sleeper and or you're not breathing while you're sleeping.
Oh.
And it's actually hereditary. My dad has it, so that's where it comes
Oh, I
from for
didn't know it
me.
was
Yes, I
hereditary.
also thought the only reason I was like I thought it was for military people because the only people I know who have CPAP machines and sleep apnea is people who are in the military. Like my second mother that I call her that I work with, she has sleep apnea. My dad has it, and they were all in the military. So I just thought that I was like something to keep you in the military. They're just like, here's a CPAP machine, keep it. But apparently the CPAP machine eliminates a lot of things as well. When you have sleep apnea, you are prone to high blood pressure, being pre-diabetic, heart conditions, and kidney issues. So once you...
So what you're saying is call my doctor. Like
Yeah.
now. Okay. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna just say I know it's not my kidneys because my kidneys function very well.
Yeah, but
But I know what you mean. I know what you
Yeah,
mean.
yeah.
The other ones I don't know yet because I do have an appointment coming up next month.
yeah, so it's like what ends up happening is your body stays in this constant fight or flight, and people who have sleep apnea are also obese or bigger
Mhm.
because a lot of the times when they eat
She
to
just
stay,
checking all my boxes today. God damn.
one they
that's
eat to
different
stay
on
awake,
everybody.
which is me.
Oh, sorry, Hannah.
I eat to stay awake because I
to
be
stay
tired.
awake?
Yes, because I be so
Oh, I
sleepy.
didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, so I
Mhm.
snack a lot because of how sleepy I am, and so to stay awake, I eat like grapes and nuts and Cheerios, things like that to stay awake because if a girl ain't eating or drinking, she napping.
Bro, these
Because your body has to process.
I gotta be so
food,
tired.
So that's
yeah,
energy
and so
you're using.
yes,
So,
so there's that, but it's very common. I was scared because I just thought like, what? But it is very common. I'm excited to go through this to document and see how it goes. But yes, your
Your
girl
girl
has
said document.
well because you
She
have to go
gonna
back.
blog it for y'all.
What? I'm not. Because you have to go back to, like, once you get your CPAP machine, you have to go back within 4 to 6 weeks to run your diagnosis, do another sleep study test with your CPAP machine to make sure that everything is going well. But I'm just excited to be back to normal because your girl be tired. Homework been real hard. Work's been real hard. Anything that involves me to have to get up out my bed has been real hard because I'm always tired. Like right now, I can take a nap. I can take a nap.
I think for me, it's like I don't struggle getting up. Only time I do is when I'm closer to, like, you know, for women, when our Mother Nature hits. That's when I'm like really like no go. I really don't care. Like
I can sleep 15 to 16 hours a day and still be tired.
Oh yeah.
I can this morning woke up at 6. I got my son ready for school. We worked from home today. I went back to bed until 12 o'clock.
Oh, must be nice. No,
I mean, sorry, Dustin, if you ever watch my podcast, I wasn't asleep, but I wasn't asleep. But I be so tired, like I can't function. Like I be, and like I said, energy drinks don't do anything for me. They just make me real jittery, like shaky on the inside. So I try to stay away from
Sometimes I need a pick me. Like sometimes
it doesn't. I still be tired.
I can't do energy drinks because like I don't like the aftertaste.
Yeah,
like,
they are gross.
I do not like the aftertaste.
So I prefer Celsius because they just taste better.
Yeah, I do a lot of
They just taste better. Red Bull, if it's there, I'll do it. But it's not like.
We need to like learn how to do effects. So we could like put like a little circle of her just like staring into the camera. Because she was definitely just staring into the camera.
But yeah, she like Rocky voice. She like listening to Rocky.
I think it is. Well, you know, she was just underneath all three of us. I think she just
like
likes.
Rocky voice.
I think she likes to be.
Because when Rocky be getting into it, she be in Rocky mouth. She be like,
you know what?
Maybe because I be talking to Halo. Like when I'm here early, like I do be talking.
She be tuned in when Rocky talk. When Rocky talk, Halo be like.
But also, she's gotten like very clingy. Like I don't know if just because all of the bullshit from this weekend. What like?
And I think all dogs are because Charlie lately has been sleeping underneath my leg. I'd be like, Charlie, you
she
gotta
has
go.
always slept like because like I said, I'm a stomach sleeper, so she'll sleep like in between my legs or whatever. Mm-hmm. But like lately, she would just stare at me until I literally pull back the cover and say, "Come on," and she has to lay like right here, and it is just. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, if I'm on the couch, like, I talked about it before, how she's always, like, her shirt literally says no personal space because that's her for real. Mm-hmm. But, like, she's back to, like, sitting on me, sitting on my shoulder, sitting on my body. Like, she's back to that. And I just don't know what's going on. I don't know if she just feel this life shift that her mama just, like, right now about to jump off the cliff. But she ain't letting me go. Obviously, she in my arms right now.
Yeah. And I think it's just that season. I think everybody wants to feel closer.
Don't touch me. I don't like people right now.
Quite young. Calm down.
I don't like people right now.
If you like that.
I don't.
Okay, we're gonna get into our topic because this kind of, we're gonna step on a little bit of everybody's toes tonight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look,
so
YouTube
the topic.
Okay, we probably gonna get blocked for you talking about your sleep apnea. I was thinking about that when you was talking.
I mean,
I ain't diagnosed nobody.
Right.
I was telling people personally what I'm going through.
I mean, so personally, they been not like YouTube. Okay.
Hey, for our viewers, I'm drinking water because I feel like every time we get on here, I talk about drinking like alcohol. This is water.
She
nice
for that. Nice.
I did.
Nice to clear that up.
I did. I thought about making a drink, but I'm drinking water today.
Yes. Okay. So we're gonna talk about people sneak dissing. That's the that is the topic because I mean I think we need to talk about it because Lord have mercy. It's really a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. Mm-hmm. It really is.
I think my circle's so small. I don't think I go through that.
I mean,
we're gonna get to it because the questions I'm gonna ask is more of like y'all's opinion, and then
like y'all do.
And
y'all
then
got cousins and nieces. I don't got all of that.
But it don't matter. I mean, people. Whether you've been through it or not,
like
I
5 friends and no family really that be out here like that.
And it was crazy because the first question I was gonna ask was, "What is some of y'all personal experience, or if you haven't experienced, have you seen?" it firsthand.
I've seen it firsthand with other people.
So let's talk about it. Yes.
I personally never have gone through sneak dissing. Because like I said, I have all of 5 friends and we're all on the very same page.
And I have I have 3 points of what people say. Like that are classified as sneak dissing. So we're gonna get to those too. But I just wanna. That's the first question I'm gonna put out there for y'all, just to get an example.
I don't
so
know.
You said you've seen it, so
I've seen it firsthand, but I've never personally been through it.
So what what did you like?
Is sneak dissing like? Are you mean like those backward ass compliments?
Because that can be
yes. So
yes.
I recently have been not talking to anybody, but it's a family friend, and we were talking about his kids and his baby mother and things like that, and he mentioned like how him and the baby mother is never going to work. But he made the right decision to allow her to be his baby mother. I'm like, that's a backward ass compliment. Like, how dare you be like, oh, she cool people, she really, intelligent, this is that and the other, but I'm never gonna be with her. Like, I don't love her, don't like her on that level, and I chose the best person to be the mother of my kids. Bitch, what?
Yeah, that's
what
weird.
A backward ass compliment. Like, how dare you say all these nice things about them and then be like, nah, I don't like her.
I don't like her, but she's good for a mother.
Yeah, like that's sneak dissing. Like
crazy.
You low-key rude as fuck. Because how dare you knock me up and allow me to be the mother of your child, and then be like, we ain't never gonna be together. But thank you for being the mother of my child. Like,
I promise you.
That's wild.
You know what? It's something in the air, because you said your friend going through it. Look, I ain't gonna put my business out.
I'm not going through nothing. Your girl just been tired. Okay, she's been sleepy.
I'm telling
we
you,
good over here. I'm trying to stay out people's business. Okay.
I hope y'all watched last week, so y'all know that I'm going through it. Like,
yeah, I'm just y'all like. It's definitely something in there.
It's
definitely something in there.
It's gonna be some bullets too.
What?
I feel like things are going through it because I feel like a lot of things happen on Valentine's Day that sneaky links have really just become very.
And people will sneak dissing on Valentine's Day too.
Very popular. Sneaky links are very popular. I've seen so many stories about like how people's Valentine's Day went, where they're like, my boyfriend stopped talking to me 3 days before Valentine's Day, or he blocked me on Instagram, and then I got screenshots that he just went live with another girl, and I'm like, damn, sneaky links are, really flying out here.
That in itself, like, wow. Why is this so popular?
Your girl was single on Valentine's Day, so you had to worry about that. It was me and my son. We was locked in like that.
I enjoyed my Valentine's Day, baby, because it was me.
Me and my son was locked in.
I chose myself, and I'm glad about it.
Okay, moving on.
All right, back to the sneak dissing. That was my portion of it.
That was my sneak diss. Let's move on. And I will say it. Let's move on.
She said, let's move on.
No,
okay,
I think
ahead.
that like you see it a lot, and like especially on like social media, like a lot of people are saying stuff now. I know that there was one post that was going around that was like, it's 2024 and you still live with your parents, and I'm just like, and I have my own place, but like me and my daddy had a conversation.
I will be the first person to tell you I don't care.
And me and my daddy
never moved out at 18. If I didn't think I was grown at 18, I'd never moved out.
Baby, me and Charles had this conversation on literally this weekend because my car broke this week. This past weekend. Which one? Oh, that one.
Mason one.
That is cute.
Thank you.
Definitely needed it.
My favorite one is this one. Per usual.
What's it say on the back of it?
Love yourself.
Oh, that's cute. Anyway,
what's the one you
sneak this in. Go ahead.
The rock one.
Oh.
Back
but anyways, back
right.
My bad, guys.
And it's just like, and you know how much money, and I was just and I'm really thinking about doing it. Like, he was literally like, y'all can come film your podcast here, and I'm just like, Daddy.
Also, Charles Head can be popping up in the back.
Right. I feel like he would definitely try
He was like, he would clear the room. He would go in his room. Like, he was like, he'll let us have the space. But I was just like, I don't know if they want to drive to Maynard. Like, but I'm just like, you know what? I need to
so much driving, especially coming from Prairie View, baby. 290 is my friend at this point.
I'm thinking about it, but I'm like thinking about it. You know how much money I would save a month?
Baby,
like almost $1,500.
Baby, when you said you renewed and didn't move in with your daddy, girl, you wild.
Man, I was out here living my best life. That best life caught up to me.
But she said that best life.
I respect your decision. I did.
That best life caught up. Not even that's speaking from an
adult.
But
honestly, I just feel like it just don't make sense. Like, if you're not with somebody in a relationship to where like y'all are building to get your own like a house or whatnot, like to me, it's just smarter
and
to
that's what I would
stay
do.
with
I
your
would be
parents.
saving to I wouldn't go back to an apartment. I would be striving for a house.
Yes, like
Absolutely.
it makes sense. I mean,
would
with
not
the
be trying to
economy
admit-
and the
I would-
prices.
I would not be
it's
trying to
just-
go back.
Now the
to,
new goal is for me to finish school, and then Carter and I would find a house somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's the new goal. First we was just living there and kicking it, but now
Yeah,
Mama got goals.
that would be my goal. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to get out this lease so I can do it, which I have a way, but anyways. But that's beside the point. But like social media, you see a lot of sneak disses, and that's the biggest one that I've seen because a lot of people are like, and I don't knock nobody to do it, but like a lot of people are like, okay, and a lot like people that can't are like, well, I wish that I could, you know what I'm saying? And that's not like. That's not a diss, you know what I'm saying? And social media, and honestly, social media is really full of disses because really, if you think about it, social media is showing you what you don't have.
That one.
So when you have the people that is sitting up there flexing and they have these, these captions and shit like that, that's a diss,
I feel like celebrities are really good at sneak dissing, like themselves. Like, you remember like Bow Wow, like a long time ago, he took a picture of a private jet, and then someone took a picture of him.
It wasn't even his
on like Spirit
jet.
Airlines flying out,
like
like how you slipping?
But don't do shot. Yeah, don't do shot.
I mean, I get it, but I'm just saying, like, even celebrities themselves be sneak dissing. Like, how dare you talk about how you
they
got
come
private
for
jet?
each other. I mean,
and Spirit Airlines flying out,
and celebrities really got it bad. Like they will post something and then all of a sudden you see a subliminal. And first of all, that goes back to our little detective stories because like you put 2 and 2 together and it's just like, how the fuck did y'all get 2 and 2 to make 4? And and like maybe I just don't pay attention to people like that, and I just don't pay attention to beef and all of that. But y'all be amazing because I could be connecting the dots for me. So, because like for instance, like with baddies, I'm trying to figure out why E.T. and Rolly fell out all of a sudden, and everybody done connected the dots except for me. But I'm not into it like that to be trying to figure it out. Like, y'all got that.
I mean, I personally too have experienced and witnessed sneak dissing at its finest. I mean, literally having somebody stand next to you and say, "Oh, my hair is longer than yours." And I'm looking
I've gotten that. You got long hair for a black girl,
bitch.
Right.
First of all, bitch. And this wasn't even a
That's enough. I guess maybe another sneak diss is when, because we're all, bigger girls, so we always get, "Oh, you're so cute for a big girl." Bitch, why can't I be cute?
Right.
Why not be cute for a big girl? Big girl's not cute.
Right. And them being surprised, like, oh, say if you talk to somebody, they're like, "Oh, how you pull him? Like, he talking to you?"
Or like you'd be like, "I got a degree," or "I went to such and such," or "I did such and such."
Oh my gosh, the degree thing is what aggravates me. Oh my gosh.
What? Yes, Baylor University, ho. Like, put some respect on it.
The degree thing is definitely something that I have personally.
Baylor. Okay.
I've literally dealt with this too at work because it's me and another person. Different work environments. I've worked in different places, so let's not try to pinpoint, which one I'm talking about. But I've definitely experienced people who've been like, "Oh, I went to such and such, and because of their credibility, this school has a lot of money. Funding is very, very well off. It's been well off for years or whatever case may be, because of where they graduated from. It's kind of given like, oh, sit down, little girl. Like, yeah, you went to Prairie View, but who cares? And it's given, it doesn't matter because we're still in the same position. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to be for real, let's really talk about it. You know what I'm saying? The degree thing, it really doesn't matter. And that's why I say people really get caught up in titles because you can still get humbled respectfully,
What is that?
It's the truth. It's the truth.
Also,
it backfires every time.
A lot of people, and one of my friends did this, and I mean, I let her rock because, celebrate you, sis, but one of my friends did it. She sneaked this, like, when she graduated. And it was just like, well, I had this against me. I had this against me. I had this against me. but I still did it. So that you have no excuse. Like, it was like a caption or something that she put up, and I was just like, bitch, okay. like what, like, you know, and I'm saying, like,
people feel like if you haven't did exactly what they done, then it's like they feel like you're above.
Or
like,
if you have not went the route of life that they have went, then they're above you. And I'm just like, okay, we just have two different walks of life. Like, that doesn't make your struggle, that doesn't make your degree anymore, you know, significant to mine. Like, we both have a degree. Like, celebrate you. Cheers to you, sis.
And at the end of the day, we still suffering as the economy, because it don't matter if you got a degree now. You got to damn near get a PhD to get some money. So if we're being for real, it don't matter no more.
2 episodes ago, we talked about minimum wage.
It doesn't matter anymore. So it's like, you know, pipe down with that. But one of the points I'm going to bring up is what they can classify as, this is what people are saying, that they classify as sneak dissing, is when it's like when you're dealing with a person and it's hard for them to have a conversation about you. Like, so say if you're on the phone with a friend or a family member and you're telling them, you know, it's your turn to speak, and you're telling them like what's going on with your day and stuff like that, and they always find a way to switch it up.
Oh my God.
Or they or they find a way to like talk about them, or they gotta leave, or it's time for, or they gotta go all of a sudden off the phone. You know what I'm saying?
That's
it's hard.
Like, that's very annoying, but I feel like I've noticed a lot of people do that. A lot of people in my life do that, and I don't take it as sneak dissing. I just take it as, like I said last week, everybody always got something going on. So I could be like, you know, like, I'm so tired, I gotta do this, this, and this, and the person I'm talking to be like, same, I gotta do da 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 da, and then I have this, and I have this, and I just be like, okay.
But I think it's more of like when like the conversation. So say if that person is talking first or whatever, and y'all talking and y'all get through y'all stuff, and then it's your turn to speak specifically.
Okay.
And it's like they're like making it obvious that they're not really engaged. It's like, oh, you know, I'm tired. It's time to get off the phone. Like, or like say if y'all in a setting, then they, and I've seen this. Say if you're in a setting and you're speaking to somebody and they see somebody, oh, Larry, and walk off with them. Like, I think that's what they, no, seriously. I've seen this happen.
I wish to fuck somebody, but I would never speak to them again.
I've personally seen this happen, like, in real life. I think that's what people are meaning, like, when they say, like, you low-key just need this me. Like, when you know I'm over here trying to have a conversation with you, like, I sat here and listened to everything you had to say. Like,
y'all have pissed her off.
Yeah, don't do that.
That has happened. That has happened.
Y'all done pissed that girl off.
He said don't do that.
Like, don't do that. No, I've definitely seen that.
Now, that shit right there, that would rub me hot. That would rub me, not even just rub me hot, but rub me the fuck hot. Like,
full-fledged conversation,
and
that person literally burnt off with another person. Like, I'm so for real. I've seen that. No, not me.
I was finna say.
Not me, but like,
you should have grabbed him by the
I've seen it happen, like, in real life, and I was like, wow. And it kind of just makes a person feel like, if you're not, let's just be for real, because not everybody is, you know, their insecurity levels are different in certain categories. So, like, if you're dealing with somebody like that and you know, like that, you have that type of experience, I just feel like somebody who's not strong in that area, like, that can be very damaging, like, because then they feel like, well, damn, like it can mute them or mute their voice, or make them feel like people are not, like, what I'm saying or what's going on in my life is not important. Yeah. You know? So I just feel like that's crazy. That
shit crazy.
No, for real. No, for real. I'm just like, I mean, y'all haven't seen that for real? Y'all have not seen that?
I've heard of it.
Oh
and
my
I've
God,
also
seen
seen
it
it like
times in
TV shows, movies. I ain't never seen that shit in real life. Because I would be like,
I wish somebody would.
While
I'm talking to you and somebody else coming in.
Oh my God.
Let me tell you something.
And it's even worse when and I've seen this too, like when being out in the clubs and stuff. Like, somebody who was talking to somebody, you know, whatever, trying to run their little game, and then whoop. I'm so for, that's why I'm like, I'm really shocked, like, y'all haven't seen nothing like that for real. Like, and it definitely does happen. But you sneak dissing. I don't care what nobody say.
She don't care what nobody say.
At all.
Nobody say.
Okay, so This next one, it can be controversial because a lot of people can say like this when this person, like when people say this, it can be meant in a trendy way because it is a trendy word. But some people really feel like you sneak this in them when you emphasize this. And this is when somebody utilizes the word little. Like, oh, I like your little outfit. Or your little business. You know, I see your little page you put up, girl.
I guess it does depend on how you're using it. Because, I feel like I use it. But if I'm using it towards, like, a friend or something, hopefully they would understand that I'm just kidding and not sneak
Some people say,
but
like,
I get it. I get it.
Because it's like, what you mean little? Like, everything I do
award.
is big around here. Like,
I wish you would come on with little. Kiss my ass.
Like, I seen you, girl. I seen your little page you put up.
See, you got the little podcast.
That bitch was a big podcast.
I feel your podcast doing
how your little podcast going?
I need some
I've
water.
never paid attention to that word until you just said something. Damn.
Oh, I see you over there with your little friend.
Yeah.
I've said that before, but I mean it jokingly, but I've never meant it like intentionally.
But that's why they say it can be controversial because people say it's a trendy word, but some people say like, no, you really like sneak this, and if you utilize that word because nothing I'm doing is little.
I get that.
So what you think, Koya? Because you over here shaking your head, Koya.
Because I feel like nobody's ever said that to me. No one said it to me. I feel like I would, like, no matter, I wouldn't even look at the context. I'd be like, what you mean? Like, just off rip, because the fuck you mean? What the fuck you mean little?
Like, your little shoes is cute.
Like, bitch, I got big feet. They big. Stop lying to me.
I guess I've never paid attention to that. I don't think anyone's ever used that towards me, though, for it to, you know, rub me the wrong way. But
yeah.
I don't know. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. I asked my sister and my mom, like, for this point, like, when I was putting it down, I'm like, how do you feel when somebody says, like, oh, you know, I seen a little business? And they both literally say it really just depends on the person.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because she was, I mean, from what my mom said, you can definitely tell if somebody's not being, you know, genuine. Mm-hmm. Like, depending on the setting.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, if we used to, like,
church folks,
that, but like if we used to like beef in like high school or something, and now all of a sudden you like coming around because you see me back on Facebook or something, and be like, I see a little. I mean, like, okay, I didn't like you in fucking high school, so what you talking about, little? Like, right. Kiss my ass. But it's like
that's a real thing. That
but like
if
it's
thing.
like a friend or somebody, they'd be like, I see a little business. I'm like, yeah, bitch, you see it. Like
you
that.
see it, but are you gonna support? Like,
I'm gonna tell y'all.
Don't get that started.
Don't say now, because now you just say don't say a little anything to me, because my antennas is gonna go up, and I'm gonna say, what you mean?
Your little
and they say business. And I wrote here too, it says people say it can be a way of dumbing someone down before your compliments.
Yeah,
like if you're giving somebody a compliment.
Yeah,
that's how I feel. It's like you're complimenting them, and then it's like you
take it away.
Like you slight this and that, like you sneak this in. Yeah, like you know, like
them backward ass compliments.
That's
it's exactly what they are. Like I just don't understand it. Like, just give me a fucking compliment. Like, don't
it's hard.
Put something in front of it and then be like, I see you doing good, but like, no, just say how you see I'm doing good. Like, I don't need your butt. I don't.
And that brings me to my next one. And this one is, why do you think it's hard within the female black community to be genuinely happy for someone else without sneak dissing them?
Because I feel like we always in competition. Like we always feel like we have to be in competition.
Absolutely.
With each other.
Absolutely.
And why we need to be in competition, I don't know. But I feel like there's always a sense of competition or competing with somebody. And I feel like not in between us or
Can
whatever.
I challenge that? Because you said a sense, but I feel like personally sometimes it's more based off of that person assuming.
Clarify.
Meaning, and I'll give an example, meaning like, say, like, for instance, we start a YouTube page and, well, I'm not even going to say that. I'm going to just put it like this, like assuming, meaning like, I feel like sometimes people assume
that there's a competition, but there
really isn't.
Yeah.
And there really isn't nothing there. So you're really competing with yourself at the end of the day if you take it that way.
Yeah.
Now, people do what you just said too, like that.
I just think it's just like I don't want to say it's a second nature, but I just think that it's just like, you know, if somebody does something and then, you know, and I found myself doing this too, but if somebody does something and I know that I've done that before, or that's what I'm trying to get, I'm just like, damn, okay. Mm-hmm. Or, all right, okay, well, I already did that. Like, and I don't say that out loud, but you know what I'm saying? But like, I have had those moments where I'm just like, okay, like, been there, done that. Like, you know, and it's just, you know, like, it's just a second nature kind of thing. I don't think it's anybody like purposely trying. Now, unless you just like the malicious ass person.
I mean, because people do like to make people's, you know, life feel like hell. Yeah. Definitely by sneak this and like in that sense, like always.
Absolutely.
It's like you're not like they can be totally interested in what you're doing, but not interested in you per se. And I think that's where it strives from, like with us Black females being around each other, and it really should not be that way, because there's so much more that can be accomplished than being like, well, why she felt the need to put that on, like, you know what I'm saying, like,
you know what, and I just thought about this, and it goes into with the competition kind of thing, because I've had someone who, and we can go into with sneak dissing, and it wasn't necessarily like sneak dissing, but copying pretty much everything, and I'll talk to y'all about it.
Yeah.
I like same phone, but just different color or more storage. I got a car, they got a car. I got a truck, they got a truck. Like it was always something in behind what I was doing.
But in a sense, that kind of is though.
It's like, a sneak diss.
It's like it's not. It's like, oh, you know, or that fake. Oh, really?
Or they're trying to like one up you. It's just
it's like you trying to like.
Especially like
why?
with the car, like, and this is real life thing. Like especially with the car, didn't need a car, but just decided that you just up and wanted to get a car. How fucking convenient.
Yeah.
And it just so happened to be a year newer than mine.
I dealt that literally starting in middle school through like my freshman year of high school. What you just said. I literally had one of that.
This was a grown ass adult.
But even then, like I've experienced it on both ends. But I literally had somebody. We ran in the same circles. Our friends was the same. Everything, and they literally told me on the phone, like blatantly, like, this is bold to do because most people don't admit it, but it does stem from envious and being jealous of that person. And they told me that because they were like, literally, I would come with some socks on. Next day, they're wearing the same socks. I wear my hair a certain style. Next day, they're trying to put their hair in the same style. Not to be funny, but you really didn't have no hair at the time. But I mean, and I shot. Please, I'm not even sneak this because I'm just saying it for real. But I mean, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm so for real. And then,
but you didn't have to say it though.
The sport, like we're literally. I'm just trying to paint the picture. So
I got you.
So we're literally in the same sport, and you're competing with me nonstop when we're literally
on the same team. Like, yeah.
Exactly, and it's like, why? Like, I mean, now I get it, but
I don't
why
know
then? Like, that's kind of traumatizing.
Competitions out of everything.
Everything.
Like, and it doesn't make fucking sense. Like, that's why everybody looking at me to have a kid. For what? Like, why do you want me to have a kid? You already have a kid. You have a kid. You have a kid. I don't need to have a kid. Y'all got kids for me. Like, if I get there, I get there. Like, don't think I'm gonna get there, but if I get there, I get there. Like. It is what it is. We straight over here, fam.
And I like you said, I just really think that we've just been so turned against each other that the world is just so competitive in the women's world, because men could care less. And I hate how fast they can get over shit. Like, they'll be beefing, and then next day they're talking like they weren't just beefing and yelling at each other.
Like, no, I need y'all to fight just like y'all said last night on the phone.
But it may take a little longer if it's a woman involved.
Ooh. Sometimes.
No, it doesn't. No, I'm talking about like if it was a wife, like they're married. It's that takes a little longer to heal from, because if you're
men just get over things so quickly. Like them and their homeboys be beefing hard as fuck and be like, fuck you, and then I fucked it, and they going back and forth, and then the next day they dapping each other up, with no explanation about why they was just
yeah.
beefing. Whereas a female, we gonna carry that shit on until somebody fucking apologizes.
It's petty. It's real petty.
Because what? Why was you mad at me?
I think the lack of accountability is just across the board, though. Like when it comes to that, because I feel like if you're wrong, you're wrong. And even I had to learn that when I was younger too, like within my friendships and people that I was around. Even though I really wasn't that person who was just moving around with like disingenuous, being dishonest, I'll put it like that, or like not moving with genuine intentions. Because most of the time, I was a genuine person. Like I'm really not built that way, to be honest. But some people, like, they really struggle with that. Like, they don't know how to be happy for somebody else.
Yeah.
Because they feel like, this is the type of life I have. This is what's going on with me. You know what I'm saying? And kind of to the point of what you had brought up the last episode when we were talking about, seeing other people in higher positions that that don't deserve it or whatever the case may be.
Did we talk about that?
You kind of said that in your piece. Seeing other people.
Why are you laughing, Shakira?
Seeing other people, like,
she just don't be remembering nothing.
Maybe
I really don't go back and listen to these podcasts. Like, I film them and I live them there,
and then boom.
Yeah, people be like, "Oh, I really like when you said what you said on the episode." What did I say? Because I really everything just run together. Y'all is forgiving me.
Yeah, I just feel like it just really blocks people's blessings. Mm-hmm. It really do at the end of the day. Like, we got to get it together.
Absolutely.
Like, us black women definitely have to get it together.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say
I just don't understand,
I'm just
being a black woman
to,
is very heavy in our community.
Yes.
I just don't understand why it's a competition. Like, that's the thing. Like, why do
and
we
I
have
really
to compete?
I really don't be moving to compete with nobody. I can honestly say that. Like, and I just see, because sometimes I can sense when somebody, that's the energy.
I mean, I see myself being competitive in that sense, but it's not like envious. It's just, I wish I was there myself type of thing. Like, in my mind, I always saw myself being married by 25, having kids, houses, white picket fence, my dog in the backyard, all that other stuff. Like, I've always dreamed of that. So when I see other people in that spot, it's just like, damn, that could have been me if I just would have got my life together. But my life didn't go the way my life was supposed to be looking.
Instead, I got a dog that wants me to rub her belly with my foot. And
look, I live at home with my parents.
That's
not
true.
In this. Look, got out of a 7-year relationship. Like, I had a baby at a wedlock. Like, my life didn't go nowhere that it's fucking supposed to.
Them little bash games, my life did not pan out that way, guys.
I didn't marry Omarion. I don't live in a 6-bedroom mansion. I don't have a G-Wagon.
Right.
Like, that match setup said I was supposed to be set.
I was supposed to have a job to make all this money.
Absolutely. Like, MASH didn't work in my favor. So
and I think that's the reality that people face. Especially,
I think millennials struggle with that a lot.
Yeah, especially when in like Koya's point, social media plays a big part in that.
But we didn't have social media growing up. I feel like millennials, we
had MySpace.
MySpace was a thing.
Girl, that didn't have nothing to do with nothing. That had a whole bunch of bullshit and bullying.
No, because if I wasn't on the top 8, then
people was.
See, but that's where it comes from. That competitiveness, that's where it comes from.
Yeah, but it came from. But MySpace. Let me tell you where it started with MySpace. Because when you started, to be, tell your age.
Right?
Tell your age.
Don't do that.
I mean, I was like my uncle and my cousins and them was that they had MySpace pages. I was just I was watching on the side like, what's going on? I did not have a MySpace.
But I feel like that's what the competitive.
But it's because you had like when people started to be able to design their profiles.
I seen the change. I was an outsider looking in.
That's where the competitiveness came from. And if I was
what
on your
song
top
is
8,
on my profile?
and I say your boyfriend was on your top 8, and I moved to number 3, like, bitch, what the fuck did I do to you? Like, why am I not your number 2 no more? Like, what happened?
And then it got to where like they had a setting to where like it'll just
one person.
No, not just one person. You could hide it. It would change. Like it would just rotate out. Like
girl, that's what
they were on it heavily. I'm talking about like.
And then if you didn't come home to like messages,
they was
like,
on the laptop,
or no one claimed your picture, like no one
called
your picture.
It was such and such claimed this pic. Oh
that's
my
where that competitiveness came from. So that shit right there.
So you're saying the internet is
influence all of this shit.
Yes.
If we didn't have MySpace, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter, we had none of them things, I don't think women would be so heavily competitive against each other because we wouldn't know so much about your life unless you told us about your life. So I feel like that's where that sneak diss and competitiveness, enviness comes from, because why know so much about your life?
But you gotta
I be wanting it, but not like in a bad way. I just be wanting it.
But you know, that still comes regardless, because I mean, even when you're telling somebody physically, like it could be your family, like if you're trying to do something, and you see people always talking about this, motivational speakers and stuff, they was like, sometimes you gotta move in silence because everybody may not understand your vision or where you're trying to go, because some of it can come off as sneak dissing, or they can like dish you like in your face, and you really got to process that, like, was you really trying to play me? Like, hold on, because you know, because they've never done it.
Always
never done it.
Especially family, y'all real good at sneak dissing.
That's why
oh my God,
I had a family issue, because like I
said, because like it'll be like I'll catch a random stray, like I'll be quiet. Well, Koya da da da. First of all, Koya
right, name getting brought up as something.
Koya minded her business. Like I caught a stray. One of my family members fell out because me and one of my other family members went to the Soul Food Festival that I got asked to go to. She didn't get mad at the other cousin, she got mad at me.
Yeah,
like,
that's why I ain't got all them cousins. I ain't got all them cousins.
Don't worry, I ain't got that many.
And
no
two
more.
sisters.
We got a big.
That's it. That's all.
Yeah, I ain't got that many no more. So it's alright.
I mean, rightfully to be
why
fair,
are you
and
laughing? Because I said I ain't got that many no more.
Rightfully.
Because why? Like, because at this point, like we said, we talking about sneak dissing, and we see that the headspace that it's putting us in. Because it's just like, bitch, why? But at the same time,
I got 2 brothers, 2 sisters in the house. I ain't got nothing to worry about with all of that.
But at the same time, why am I gonna sit there and continue to let you put me in this headspace? Because and then people feed off of.
Yes.
And I think that's another place that sneak dissing comes from, also, is because now we're understanding and realizing I don't need you in my life if you're not benefiting me.
So, bitch,
yes,
fuck you. I'm just
yes.
kidding.
And they really get mad then. Boy, you cut that off.
Like, if we're not talking money, or if we're not talking about leveling up, if we're not talking about safe spaces,
or you're
no
always
longer,
negative.
Yeah, you're no longer important in my life because I'm trying to level up. I'm trying to do better for me. And so now you sneak dissing me because I don't want you in my life because you bring in too much hostility and negativity into my life. And people say that you change because you're still being stagnant. That's where that I'm changing thing come from.
That screams I'm not happy where I'm at.
Of course I'm not the same girl no more. I'm leveling up. I'm trying to succeed in life. You still out here in the streets. I'm not trying to be there no more. I'm trying to be somewhere else. And so I think that's where that sneak dissing comes from also. Because if we're not on the same page, baby, we're not leveling up.
Family and friends and even outside co-workers, I mean, people be hating.
Oh, no.
People be hating. No, not hanging with them, but I'm just saying in the workplace, you know, it does happen. You know, people will definitely be plotting on people.
Absolutely.
You know, wishing for their downfall.
Absolutely.
Like, let's be real.
And please be mindful that everybody talk, okay? It's always going to get back.
So much drama.
Ain't nothing a secret in the workspace.
Definitely. This is one of my last ones. This one I titled it "The Silent Stalker." So let me explain. They can tell you one of them. They can tell you what you had on like the week before. They can look at your videos. They can tell you about your business. Oh, I seen you did this, but they not following you. Oh. They not subscribed. They didn't buy from you.
Look.
Nothing. I'm talking about, but they know your next move before you know it.
They can tell what you're saying on your podcast.
Right.
That's that moving funny stuff right there. But I mean, I've only seen that with dudes that I've talked to. Like now that I'm no longer in a relationship, the men that I've talked to,
but they be hating too.
The women that find you when you start talking to their men and call you or text you and be like, "I see that you got. Why are you talking to my?" That ain't got nothing to do with me. Talk to your man, okay? Talk to your man. That has nothing to do with me.
Please say it one more time.
Talk to your man because it has nothing to do with me. Your man's entertaining me. He's on my phone. Please go through all of his stuff and see who interacted first.
And we got to get that together, ladies.
Double texting
it sure do.
me.
Stop
please pay attention to that. Please stop calling other women's phone talking about why are you talking to my man. Talk to your man. That man carrying a conversation with me. Does his phone die around 7, 8 o'clock? Absolutely. That's because he at home playing in your face. But Monday through Sunday, that man playing in my face, talking in the morning, trying to. That's that man. Talk to that man. Stop sneak dissing and down, like thumbs down and shit.
It's
adding comments
Barbara
places.
and Shirley situation.
We too old for that. Barbara and Shirley didn't even make it, okay? She was on that phone playing. Barbara and Shirley, and at the end of the day, she's like, shit, I should never even called you. Let me go talk to my man. Talk to your man.
I just want to say, I didn't have no part of that statement.
Talk to your man. I'm just saying, like, me being single and talking to different men, married, got other girlfriends, other ties, they start posting you on different things and so on and so forth. They start seeing you on Cash App, and now all of a sudden, all these women come out the woodworks. Mm-hmm. Talk to your man.
You don't need to be for that man if he for the streets.
Because as soon as you hit my phone talking about why he's still talking to you, not a man blocked. Now you ain't never gonna get an explanation. Because I ain't got nothing to say to you or that man. Just that simple.
And to be honest, nowadays we just
stop silent stalking. It's not cute.
That, you know, you really do need to talk to the man.
I just don't understand.
Okay.
Like, why are men on dating websites married with girlfriends, ex-girlfriends that are crazy, baby mamas, things like
you
that?
You got married men on download websites. Ooh,
baby, I seen that.
That's a for real thing. Let's talk about that.
I seen that.
Cause
look, I was gonna say something, but I ain't gonna say nothing. Girl,
I got some reasons here. I was like,
shit,
wow.
It almost slipped. Let me be quiet. Woo!
I was like, ooh, that's tough.
That's just here.
This is the public, baby. I'm gonna be quiet on my statement.
She said, "I'm just here." No, okay, no, for real though. Seriously, the silent stalker, I feel like it's a sneak diss because
absolutely
you're not supporting in any type of way, but you can tell me everything that's going on in my life.
And also, bitch, if you want to be my friend, just say that.
That's it. I'm real friendly.
But at that point, we wouldn't be because
we can meet for coffee. Shit,
because you're weird. I would think you're weird. Like my dad would say, like that's some weirdos.
It is. It's mad weird. I don't understand it because all it takes is for you to reach out and just be like, hey, I've been seeing your content.
They don't like.
I want to be your friend.
They don't come.
And if y'all want to know a funny story, that's how me and Shakayla became friends.
Look, baby, I found that she like B2K. I like B2K. We started from there, and now look, now I know all her personal information. She know mine. Look, now we talk. Now we.
Y'all should have gave me a warning before. No, I'm just kidding.
Stop playing. Now we soul tied. Look, now we can't go nowhere.
Look, bleed twice if you okay. I haven't blinked.
And I'm just kidding. Now we so tired. She can't go nowhere. I can't go nowhere. We know too much.
They trying to trade places like Usher. That's not what it's giving.
Yeah, no.
You don't want to be in my
shit. Just shoot the message. That's all you gotta do. I'm either gonna ignore it or I'm gonna accept it. Okay?
Don't shoot the messenger.
That's all.
Period, point blank. But yeah, it's wild out here in the streets, y'all.
Silent stalker. Like I've never really like sat down and thought about that. That's wild.
The silent, yeah, no, it's for real though. I actually, my sister said I have one, but I'm not even familiar.
Raylan be on it, man.
She definitely be like, you know why I feel like it's definitely this. Like I was like, oh my god, really?
I feel like everybody low key got one. There's always.
Oh, I have a few. I definitely have.
Just like on Facebook, they said like the people you may know, the things that are popping up there is because people have searched you, and so it's like,
or they've looked at your profile.
Like why?
So those people who make like the thing that they show, like, and it's
the people you
that
may
means
know
that thing.
That means that they've looked at your profile.
Well, it's a few people I keep seeing several times. So
if you just your profile,
just send a request.
You saved their number recently, or so it's like you saved your number recently. They've looked at your profile, or they've searched you.
Well, just send a request because some of y'all keep popping up and like it's giving. And I haven't set to where only certain stuff you can see if you don't follow me.
Oh yeah,
anyway,
my page is blocked. Like if we're not friends, you don't see nothing on my page unless I was tagged in it.
Yeah, I don't get tagged in shit often because pop up frequently.
I don't be on Facebook like that. I be on Facebook for the drama. Okay, you can catch
me. Drama.
Loki, you can't really catch me on any social medias because I barely post on any of them. So
I have quite a few. I think I've dealt with that.
I post more on IG on my stories than I do anything.
Yeah, same.
I'll
post a picture on Facebook here and there. Now, if you follow me on Snapchat, baby, you'll get the business. Every time I'm ratchet, y'all gonna be ratchet with me on Snapchat.
Yeah, I guess I do post on Snapchat. I only post on Snapchat when I be outside. Other than that, I don't got nothing to post.
Exactly. I'm the same way.
Or I post like my dog.
But I do post on my stories frequently. But I mean, the stuff that I share, like it's relatable.
That I post on my stories,
you know,
I don't be going through that shit. It just be relevant at the moment. Like, what's that one
I
meme that
post
be going
stuff really
around?
for encouragement.
They be like, don't pay attention to my stories because I could be happy at home with my husband. But I just posted something that's just all like, why can't you love me the right way type of thing. Like, you never know what I could be going through. I like posting shit. I
think now with the social media thing, I like to just show like certain glimpses of my life, like what I do want to show. Now, okay, Snapchat I be going a little wild sometimes because I be having fun for it. But still, like,
yeah, I feel like each social media is dedicated for something. Like Facebook, I post a lot about my son because I do have a lot of family that's out of state on there. IG, I don't really post on IG, but I post on my stories and maybe like motivational things or like those little things lately now that IG been popping up. Like post 4 pictures in your February and things like that.
Those
I do a lot of those.
Participate every blue moon because I mean
Twitter, I'll be on there because that's the porno site, baby. That's where you find all the dick pics and stuff that they do.
You see everything. It don't matter what time of day. On X, you gonna see it.
That's where I'm gonna go for Twitter and TikTok. I just look for a quick little laugh. I post on TikTok once in a while.
Like,
I just don't be on there like that. Okay, now what is it? Rissa Tissa? Okay, I watched all 50. Oh my god! I watched all 50. I put my mom on it today.
I had to get the 88 version because I could not.
That's the one because my Ashley just texted me and she was just like, I can't open up your TikTok stories right now because I'm watching that Rissa. Baby, if you don't go find them cliff notes,
everybody. No, I watched the whole thing.
Someone said it's 4 hours worth of TikTok.
It's like it's 50 parts.
No, she should have contacted Netflix and told them that she had a docuseries.
Check it out. Like if you followed her videos after, she talks about like I think somebody is gonna reach out to her because she talked about how she got a lot of emails. She has to check everything. She also mentioned that she got $86,000 from you guys watching that. Oh yeah.
Like, that's why.
Yeah, because your numbers go. I knew she was going to get a bag off of that. And she's going to Paris.
You should have gone to Netflix and told them, hey, I got a docuseries. I really think people will be interested.
A lot of people were adding, like, they said Tyler Perry on Netflix, Lifetime. I think her story is probably going to pick up because people were asking her to, like, show the like personal recordings and she didn't. I would say that if a movie deal come up, baby, I would save that for that.
It's all out.
You know what I'm saying? I would save that, for that and let them incorporate it into the movie.
A 50-part series on TikTok, I had to get the Cliff Note versions. I'm sorry.
I
just started at the very beginning.
Baby, I was working at home with the light. I was like,
no. We're 50 stories in already.
I could not. By story 5, I'm switching to something else. I'm going to the app.
I'm sorry. I had to find the Cliff Notes and I'm a part of this Black women's group thing, and they were just like, here's the Cliff Notes. Thank you so much.
People were doing that for people because somebody was like, can I get a summary? I said,
I can't.
People said in paragraphs like, okay, this is
50 parts.
But I mean, she did go into detail about a lot of stuff, and I'm just like, damn. But that story right there is the reason why I am the way I've been. I told my siblings, I said, this is why. And they be like, Raquel, you just did this. I'm like, you really do not know what people.
You don't.
This is why.
You don't. Like I said, I was talking to a married man at one point, and I didn't know that man didn't have his wife on his Facebook. That man didn't have his wife posted on his IG.
You gotta become FBI.
You never know until you start looking for things. And marriage certificates, of course, are public record.
Investigation. Like
now you gotta start doing background checks on niggas. Like, that's why I should
search counties to make sure they ain't married. Look
that or having felonies or misdemeanors. Court records are now public records. Okay,
yes, they are.
Go look this shit up. All you gotta do is type in
and you can pay. Like she spent money to get these documents like ASAP because you can. Some of it can take a long time, but if you want them right there, now you gotta pay that fee. But
we gotta be talking for at least a year for me to be emotionally invested in you. I'm sorry, y'all play too fucking much.
He did what he had to do, baby, because he definitely took that advantage during COVID. He ran it up.
He did that.
He definitely did that. I'm talking about, and you know what? I don't want to say this just because I know
well, bitch, you gotta say it now.
Right.
I didn't mean to call you a bitch. You gotta say it now.
Now people gonna be interested in what you got to say.
I just feel like watching her situation, like, because I watched the whole thing, I feel like I understood where she was coming from to a certain extent. Like, the person I was dealing with wasn't that terrible, But like the lying, definitely on point.
I feel like I get where she's coming from, because if I'm asking you for proof and you popping up with proof, like, why am I gonna question you if you have proof? Like, there's no reason for me to. But
I just know how it feels.
Brother every day for a year. Like, why?
It was everybody, and then just
wild.
about all of those phone calls, either the person didn't exist, so he was literally making up the phone calls, or the person that he did say, like the name, like they ain't talked to him in years, like they didn't mess with him, like at all, because they either he either owed them money, or like he burned his bridges with them. That's crazy.
It like she talked to his exes and stuff, and they were like, run, and she didn't.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta learn by yourself. My mama told me to run to my baby daddy. You should remind.
She was setting up her plan. She was still investigating, but she was still setting up her plan, like, to properly exit. That's why she didn't.
I get it.
Because she wasn't in that financial.
Sometimes you just gotta learn by yourself, though, baby.
I mean, she do what she.
But now she getting ready to get a bag from it. So hell, do your thing, girl. Child, one door closes, another one opens.
That's crazy though. I just had to put that out there, but yeah, that's the reason why I am the way I am. And ever since I got out of that situation, kind of understanding her point of view, like I said, the person that I was dealing with at the time wasn't like, because I believe that dude definitely is definitely something mental going on. Because the way you lying on dead people that ain't even, you lying about on your own family. I thought I'm just talking about you used to mess with. I was like, no, I'm talking about her dude, but
pathological liar.
The person I was involved with, the line, I get the like comfortable, like sitting in your face lying, like you're crying tears, expressing to this person like, hey, like y'all having conversation. He like, oh, like agreeing, like I'm doing this, and you find out they're lying the whole time. I understood where she was coming from. That aspect of it, because I didn't have like that type of rage. I thank God that I just left this situation from when it was time for me to actually leave like I was supposed to, like, because God had already showed me a long time ago. But still, like that, I understand how you can get to that point of rage that she experienced, to where you finna get locked up if this man don't get out this house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can understand how a person can get to that point, because for you to go to that extent, it's just mind blowing. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. It's definitely something not right up here.
Why are you licking me?
So, but yeah. That's it, y'all. I'm gonna wrap it up.
Well, okay, guys. Well, like, follow, subscribe. We'll catch you guys next week.
Definitely like and comment.